You only needed to answer one question to become the President of the United States. The question was, 1 + 1 = what?
2?
Everyone could not believe it. The man was a genius. It turned out this was the world 500 years in the future. Human intelligence had kept going down. Collapsed buildings were tied together with ropes. Movies were full of poop. Trash was piled into mountains. This happened because 500 years earlier, smart people only wanted to make money and had no children. People with low intelligence had children every day, and babies' intelligence kept getting lower. The military planned to freeze a group of people using hibernation technology to save high intelligence genes. The man became one of the first people in the experiment. When the medicine was injected, he slowly fell into sleep. The plan was only for 1 year, but the next day the person in charge was arrested. The lab was torn down. Because it was a secret project, the man was forgotten. 500 years later, a mountain of trash collapsed. A flood of garbage rushed into the city. The hibernation pod crashed into a house. The switch broke. The man finally woke up. The owner of the house was angry because his TV show was interrupted. He threw the man out the window. The man wanted to ask someone for help. On the street, people only gave him silly smiles. He felt dizzy and passed by a hospital. Inside, there was trash everywhere. The nurse had a blank stare and gave him a number without care. The doctor was even worse. He told the man to put the testing tube into his ear, mouth, and butt. Then he stopped him and said the thing he put in his mouth should have gone into his butt. The man ran to rinse his mouth, but the faucet only had soda. He asked someone if they drank water. That person smiled foolishly and answered. Then the man noticed it was the year 2505. He ran outside and realized he had slept for 500 years. He wandered around in confusion. Soon, police officers caught him. He was told it was because he had not paid for the hospital check. He got a free defense lawyer, but it was the same man who had thrown him out the window. The lawyer accused him of breaking into his home and interrupting his TV show. The man was sentenced to 500 years in prison. Before entering, he had to take an intelligence test. 1 + 1 = what?
2?
The man was shocked. Humans had become this stupid? Before going in, he told a guard he was being released. The guard believed him and let him go. He began looking for a time machine to return to 500 years ago. He was close to the place, but he missed the subway and got caught again. This time, he was taken to the White House. Because he had answered the 1 + 1 question, the president called a national meeting and made him the Secretary of the Interior to solve the problem of crops not growing. He went to inspect the fields. A spray of soda hit him. He was shocked. These people were watering the crops with soda.